Stede Bonnet began as a wealthy Barbadian plantation owner, a man who had everything in life except adventure. In 1717, he did something no one of his class had ever done. He simply bought his own ship, armed it with 10 cannons, hired a crew, and declared himself a pirate despite having no sailing experience at all. His men quickly realized their captain didn't know the basics of navigation. When they attacked ships along the American coast, Bonnet often relied on his crew to do the fighting while he stood on deck trying to look confident. Word spread fast about the gentleman pirate, a rich landowner pretending to be an outlaw. It caught the attention of someone far more dangerous, Blackbeard. When the two pirates met off the coast of the Carolinas, Blackbeard immediately saw Bonnet was in over his head. He offered to partner with him, then quietly took control of Bonnet's ship, the Revenge, while letting Bonnet keep the title of captain to protect his pride. Under Blackbeard's guidance, Bonnet actually became a legitimate threat. They captured prizes together, blockaded ships, and terrorized merchant routes from the Carolinas to the Bahamas. But Blackbeard used him, mostly as a pawn. When they reached Bath, North Carolina, and accepted the king's pardon, Blackbeard tricked Bonnet by stripping the Revenge of its valuables and abandoning him with a ruined vessel. While he sailed away with the loot, furious and humiliated, Bonnet rebuilt his ship and renamed it the Royal James. He returned to piracy with a new determination. No longer the clueless gentleman who had bought his way into the life, now more experienced. He began capturing ships again along the Cape Fear River, and his crew followed him not because he was rich, but because he had finally learned how to command, though he still preferred reading in his cabin between battles, earning him the nickname Captain Cuttle. By late 1718, the colonial governments had had enough. A militia force led by Colonel William Rhett tracked Bonnet to the Cape Fear River, and a brutal two-day battle followed. Ships ran aground, musket volleys cracked across the water, and Bonnet's men fought desperately before finally being overwhelmed. Bonnet tried to escape dressed as a woman, but was quickly recognized and dragged back to jail. Crowds gathered to see the infamous gentleman pirate in chains. In Charleston, Bonnet wrote letters begging for mercy, blaming Blackbeard for everything, and promising he would never return to piracy. And the court didn't care. And his trial revealed every ship he had taken and every law he had broken, and despite his wealthy background, nothing could save him. In December 1718, Stede Bonnet was hanged near White Point Garden as curious spectators watched the gentleman who tried to become a pirate meet the same fate as every outlaw before him. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like the video.